people? It's Philip Randolph, and it's 10 Minutes to Vent. And today we're going to be talking about a subject that everybody can relate to and everybody can give their honest opinion about. And today we're going to be talking about talent versus hard work. Who wins between talent and hard work? Now, a lot of people say, if you're talented, your talent will take you around the world, your skills will pay the bills. But is that really true? Is that a true narrative? I know there's been cases that I've experienced where I've seen people that was that had way more talent than I did. And by the end of the season, whether it be sports or school, I outworked them, and they was more talented than I was. They had way more talent than I did. And in different cases that I've seen around the world, sports, entertainment, music, which is entertainment, I've seen this happen so many times. There was a scripture in the Bible, and I don't know which scripture this was, but if you grew up in the church or if you're a believer, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. God blessed this man with talents. He blessed a couple of brothers with talents. And one of the brothers used his talent, and, it made way for him all around the world, while the other brother hid his talent and didn't do anything with the talent. And when it was time for him to use his talent, he lost it. And there's an old saying that says, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So I'm going to ask the question again, who wins between talent and hard work? And I'm going to choose hard work. I believe if you work hard, right? Every single day, you put those hours in every single day, it's going to work over time. Now, nobody knows when that time is going to come, right? That's the beauty of putting in hard work, right? That's the beauty in using your talent, not putting it on the shelf, not putting it behind you, but using it, utilizing it every day, sharpening your knife, right? Sharpening your skills, waking up every morning, waking up every day, ready to work on that skill, working on whatever you're trying to better yourself at. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a talent. It could be a job. It could be anything that's going to produce some type of positive effect for you or income. Everything doesn't have to be money based, but if you're trying to get better at something, you have to put the time in. I tell my son this all the time. You have to put hours. You have to put the hours in. Okay, there's a lot of talented people out here, but do all the talented people put the hours in sharpening their talents? Okay, because just because you have the skill, just because you have the talent, doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything after that, right? It's important for you to sharpen your skill every single day. Waking up early in the morning, doing those things that that the next person is not going to do, so you can become better. All right. This right here separates the good from the great, right? The great from the best from the elite, right? You want to be one of those people that whenever it's time to perform, you're ready. You don't have to get ready because you stay ready. That's waking up every morning, having a consistent routine, doing research, taking an initiative to find other people who possesses the same talent that you have, and asking questions and really just sharpening up your skill every single day. It's not going to be easy. A large majority of the time, you're not going to feel like you want to do it. It's going to be boring. You're not going to have a lot of friends. But I really believe, and I see it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know people who's put in this work. The end result is way better than the instant result that you think that you're going to get, right? I tell all my younger clients, I tell all my younger friends, my cousins, anybody that's younger than me, look, you have an advantage. You have an advantage because you are younger. That means that you have a little bit more time to sharpen up your skills before you leave the house. Whenever you are at your parents' house, it's the perfect time to sharpen up your skills no matter what you're doing. Okay, no matter what you're doing. If you want to be the best basketball player, if you want to be the best football player, if you want to be the best at anything, you have to wake up every single morning and practice. You got to practice. You got to put the time in and practice. If you want to be the best keyboard player, if you want to be the best drummer, if you want to be the best artist in the world, you have to get up and put that work in. You have to do your research every single day. Every single day. It's really no days off. And the days that you really don't want to do it, those are the days that you really want to put that work in. Every single day. Every single hour. Okay? And like, success, it really sucks. Success and suck, it should go together, seriously, because to get to the skill level that you're trying to get to, you have to put that time in. You have to. It's no easy way around it, right? It's no shortcuts. You have to put in that time, all right? A lot of talented people, like we've seen them come and go, and we see this a lot in the entertainment industry, sports, specifically. We see a lot of talented individuals, right? I was watching this documentary on Netflix, and you probably know who I'm about to talk about, the Johnny Manziel story, Johnny Football. Talented individual, right? And, you know, it's a sad story, but Johnny had talent. He had talent. He just wasn't willing to put in that work. He was naturally talented, right? But he wasn't willing to put in that hard work every day. He would go to the games and show out. But he wasn't willing to put in that hard work behind the scenes, getting up, going to workouts, you know, making sure that he was eating the right things, making sure that he was going over the plays. Like, and the thing is, yeah, it worked in middle school, it worked in high school, it worked in college. But whenever you get to the big leagues, right, that's when all of that hard work that you was putting in prior to getting to the big league, that's when that's going to show. And then when it was time to show with the Browns, right, he didn't show. He didn't get drafted when he thought he was supposed to get drafted. It was later on. He still got drafted, but he didn't show. Why? Because he did not put that hard work in. And Johnny Manziel was a very talented quarterback, right? Probably one of the most iconic quarterbacks that ever graced college football history. I'm just going to be honest with you. He was very popular, very talented, but he was not willing to put in that hard work. You got to put the hard work in behind the scenes, all right? People think that YouTube is easy, and, you know, and to some people it might be, depending on, you know, your connections, who you're connected with. But if you're starting from the bottom and you really don't have any connections, you don't have any people that's already in the YouTube world that has a large following, you don't have any friends like that, right? You have to put in that hard work. And that hard work is getting up every day, doing your content, editing your content, and posting your content on a consistent day basis. Yes. Yeah, it's hard. It sucks. It's something that you might not want to do, but you can do it. All right? Especially if you have talent. If you have talent, right? I tell people all the time, if you have talent, you have a head start. You have a head start. But are you willing to put that hard work in? Guys, it's Philip Randolph. It's been 10 minutes to vent. Today we was talking about hard work versus talent. who wins. I'm a firm believer that with hard work, you definitely can win and go way further in life. Leave a comment below. There's no right, wrong answers. Until the next episode, stay focused, stay blessed, and